Welcome back to the Mail-In Podcast. I'm your host, Dillon Shivery, coming to you live from the Lodge in Austin, Texas. After a week off, feels good to be back in the studio. Joining me in place of Sally is Brett Scarriman. What's up, Brett?
Not too much, just here drinking beer, talking to God. Amen. Amen.
Oh, yeah, y'all check out the new Chase Rice Florida-Georgia line collab. It's hard.
It goes,
It
man.
goes real hard, yeah.
It goes.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Oop, I'm getting a call from my mom, but
Do you need to take it?
I might need to take it.
Really?
Do you mind?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
We'll talk to producer Dave while he's out of the room.
Brett legit stole my intro. That was what I was planning on it. He got me.
I knew one of you guys was going to jump on that one since we were just talking about it.
How could we not with that? What we did before this podcast kicked off.
It's always good to link with the lads over some beers and just talk a little God.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoy doing that.
Amen, brother.
How you been, Dave?
Chilling, bro.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, that's good. We got a Christmas dinner tomorrow.
We really do.
It's gonna be a fun time.
I know.
I think even Randy's gonna be there.
I might do a little menu baiting after this pod.
Okay.
Even though I've been there enough times to know exactly what I want, I kind of want to throw a curveball.
Have you had the dinner portion of the lunch special that we usually get?
No,
Because
I don't think I've actually ordered the pork
Because
chop.
I ordered it expecting to get what I usually get for lunch, like that portion.
Yes.
Oh, no, sir. It's about twice as big.
That's insane because the lunch portion's
The
sufficient.
lunch portion is 2 lunches.
It's a bone-in pork chop, and combined with sides, it is more than enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something I would recommend eating for lunch if you have to be productive the rest of the day.
No. But, man, it goes pretty hard. Hope Brett's okay.
Yeah, he's. I think he told me earlier he was expecting a call.
Oh, okay.
We
We can actually do the first voicemail with Adam because it doesn't really pertain to him. But let's get some other stuff out of the way. Of course, we have a hotline, 888-362-MAIL. That's M-A-I-L, 888-362-6245. You can also write in at the link in the Twitter bio, and that is at Mail-In Podcast. We have 7 questions today, 3 of which are voicemails. The first one is a voicemail I think you might enjoy, Dave. It has you written all over it if you want to play it.
Okay, let's do it.
Yo, Mail-In Pod. I just listened to this week's episode, and was talking about his shower routine, and he said he's an oily guy, and I just have to say, I'm an oil man.
Was that Klein?
It didn't sound like Klein until the very end.
It really did switch into
He's
Klein.
an oil man. This
What
is
was-
my son.
What was the lead up?
He was just referencing a conversation from a week before, something about our shower routines or something like that we talked about. But he's an oil man.
Well, we need to make Wilmon's Oilmon gear. I think that might be a seller. Randy, mark that down, please.
Oil man?
Oilmon.
Oil mans.
Yeah, the There Will Be Blood references have really, really peaked in the last 3 to 4 days. It's been something.
Yeah.
I don't have 2+ hours to devote to watching that movie currently, but I'd like to. I've enjoyed it every time I've seen it. It's a great performance by the great DDL, Daniel Day-Lewis. That's what I call him for short. Have you seen it?
I have. I think it's just pretty good. I'll be honest.
Okay.
All right, Dave, let's do the next question.
Let's do the next one. Voicemail or
No, it's an email.
I get to read. Here we go. Mail-in crew. What are your thoughts on drunk texting? Is it a turnoff or something that would make you less interested in someone? To give my question a little context, I'm 26 and I've recently started dating this guy about 5 dates in, and on Thanksgiving I got a little or a lot wine drunk and fired off some texts to him. He was a good sport, but then he didn't respond to my text, making a joke about it the next day. Oh no. I've definitely sent worse drunk texts, and I'm trying to tell myself that this isn't enough to scare him off if he's as into me as he says. But my anxiety is getting the best of me. What are your thoughts? Thanks again, and you killed the new merch, by the way. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I agree.
Thank you.
Washmedia.shop. What's that?
Washmedia.shop. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's the one.
All right. I'm going to speak generally here because I don't know what your particular situation is. This guy may or may not be super into you. I don't know. And if he's not, then that would explain why he didn't respond to your text the following day. But generally speaking, getting drunk texts are awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alcohol brings out the truth in people, I think. So if there's ever like a moment of, I wonder if she's into me situation, and then she hits you with some drunk texts, she's into you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, they're fun, and you get extra flirty, and yeah, I mean, drunk texts are awesome to get.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do want to know the content of these texts. If
Right.
it's like,
She left that part out.
because like if it's drunk fighting texts are miserable because nobody has any idea what they're talking about. But drunk like flirty texts are awesome.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I guess I assume they were a little flirty.
I think they are, but in the case that they're not, I can see where he would be like, no, I'm not going to talk about the drunk conversation we had.
And
But
if there were pictures that she sent, she would have included that in the email. You got to think.
I would
Yeah.
think so. But he should be enjoying these if he's into you. Like I like a drunk text my way. 100%.
I think everybody does.
I'm 100%.
Yeah. Alcohol brings out the truth, man.
I wonder what the joke about it was.
What's the
like,
saying?
true words or drunk thoughts or something like
Drunk
that.
words are sober
Yeah,
thoughts.
I think I got it backwards.
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you, Randy.
Randy saves us once again, man. Yeah, they're fun. Unless they're like weirdly aggressive or whatever, then you don't have anything to worry about.
I don't really. I'm trying to think if I shoot off drunk texts. I don't think I do unless I'm in a conversation with somebody.
I don't fire off drunk texts, but if they're already in a conversation and I'm drinking and she's not with me, and I'll definitely turn up like the flirtation.
Turn up.
I will. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm like, hey, I'm really into you.
Yeah.
I'll say shit like
Ooh. Okay. How about you, Dave? You say shit like that?
that.
Yeah, all the time.
There's a married man.
Yeah, I think this guy, it was just an oversight. I wouldn't look too much into it.
No, absolutely not.
And if you're a guy and like you're like, oh god, you're not telling your boys, oh, she kept drunk texting me last night. Like no one's doing that. And if you are, you're probably lame.
Yeah, you're like, hey, Ashley is drunk texting me. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. And your boys are like, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, I would like to know exactly what you sent him.
Yeah, that
Not
could
trying
change
to pry,
things.
but that could change
It
it.
could change things if you were just trying to bicker, starting to fight, like Brett said.
There's drunk texting that is like picking a fight. That is definitely a thing, and that might be an issue. But if you're just messing around with them,
She said he was a good sport, so that leads me to believe that she was not trying to fight with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
But if you were, don't try to pick drunk texting fights. That's really annoying.
Yeah, fighting when you're drunk is never a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Never a good idea.
Have to agree.
hard agree. Guys, we all know that 2020 isn't playing by the rules, okay? That's something we've learned at this
the weird
point.
year, Dave.
Uncertain times. And you know what? As my dog scratches off Mike, that goes for holiday shopping too. And that's why let's talk about movement. Between shipping delays and the mess and stress of shopping in stores, there aren't great options, but our friends at Movement Watches have made gift giving easy. They make clean and modern watches, eyewear, blue light glasses, and jewelry. Getting great quality and style, it doesn't have to break the bank. That's what I like about Movement. Their watches really feel like a $400 to $500 watch for a fraction of the price.
They really do, and they're like big watch faces. They're bold. They're masculine. They're simple. Exactly my style.
Every time we do a read for them, I pop onto their site just to see if they've added anything new.
It gets overwhelming at times.
Which one is that, Brett?
It's the Movement. I don't know what it's called, Dave, honestly.
Okay. It looked like the Voyager Bronze Age, which looks really clean on their
I
site.
think you might actually be right.
Damn,
Okay.
Dave, you nailed that.
Yeah.
Also, dude, I'm just looking through these, and I've got a couple at home. The Slate Black Rose, which is now sold out. That's probably my favorite. They're all clean, and they're completely affordable. And Dillon, the blue light glasses.
Blue light glasses are awesome because they're just the regular sunglass frames, which look dope. That's why they make them that way. And they replace them with the blue light blocking lenses, but they're not the typical yellow tint you see on other brands. They're just clear, so they look like regular glasses. They're awesome.
Yeah. I don't know why you would want the obvious yellow tint.
if you're just a weirdo, I think.
Do you wear them while you're gaming?
No, I don't.
You probably should.
Yeah, you should.
Probably
should,
wouldn't hurt,
yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that. Because I wear the blue light blockers when I'm like working at home on my lappy. May as well. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that tonight.
Okay.
Right now, get 15% off today with fast, free shipping and free returns by going to movement.com/mail-in. That's MVMT.com/mail-in. Check it out. Join the movement. Let's go.
Voicemail.
Hey, Mail-In Crew, quick question. Wishing your ex-girlfriend happy birthday. Is this the move, yes or no? And if there are any stipulations, let me know. Thanks.
We got the questions mixed up on there, but we get the gist of it.
Wishing your girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, a happy birthday.
Yeah, is that the move or not? Okay. If you are hoping to reignite that flame at some point, then yeah. Because if I got a text from my ex-girlfriend saying happy birthday, unless we were just like good friends, which is fine, that happens a lot.
Sure.
But if there's been no communication, if you guys aren't like chummy and keep up with each other's lives, and to get that text, it means there's an ulterior motive. That's in my mind anyway.
I think you're right. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever done this post breakup. But I've definitely shot like a Merry Christmas out there, and I think that's probably
what was
similar.
behind it? Did you have any?
No,
Okay. But were you guys? Did you guys
yeah.
have a friendship after the relationship?
It was post breakup, pre like moving to like still in the same city, still in the same friend group. Still chummy, as you would say,
Right.
but not like ulterior motive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if I were to get a text from someone on my birthday that I used to date but haven't talked to in 3 years, I'd be like, what does she want?
Yeah.
What's this really about?
That's
you know
fair.
what I mean?
That's fair. Yeah.
And it would be weird.
So I'm gonna officially fall on not the move.
It's all about context and
Yeah.
like your given relationship. Like if y'all communicate, then yeah, that's not weird. If this is like the only communication you have is a happy birthday,
Yeah, it's like you
Like,
see the
that's weird.
messages like from a year ago. It's like happy
that's
birthday.
yeah,
thanks,
you're
happy
just
birthday.
don't even worry about
I
it.
don't need that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but it can mean a couple different things, really. But if there's no communication, and then she's just like, boom, happy birthday. It's like because it leads to
Yeah.
more conversation.
Yeah.
It's just a getting your foot in the door type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that settles it.
I think it's
If you have a friendship with the person, it's totally fine.
right.
If not, it gives her some other signals.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely fair. And if you have a current girlfriend, I guarantee you she is not going to look fondly upon you, even if it's kosher. Like she's gonna be like, yeah, what is that?
Oh, if you send your ex
Happy
a
birthday.
happy birthday text while you're with somebody else?
Yeah.
You send them that text and they respond like, "Oh, thank you so much. How are you?"
How's the family?
Next thing you know, like you're exchanging pleasantries.
That's
and
what
then
I'm saying.
just-
Like it's
yeah.
just an opener to a deeper conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It leads to more talk.
All my exes send me texts.
Yeah.
That's why I reside in Tennessee. George
Maybe only
Strait.
10 I see.
That's the Chase Rice remix.
Yeah. Amen.
Just
Damn it.
drinking beer,
They're
talking
gonna
to
do
God.
that. Someone's gonna do that, and I'm not gonna support it.
Well, remember that old Kevin Fowler song where he was first of all, he's terrible.
Dude, I kind of like some Kevin Fowler
Oh,
songs.
he's so bad.
Which ones?
It was
Hard
like
Man to Love,
it was like
Beer Bait and
star,
Ammo.
star question mark. He's talking about texting somebody.
Oh, I don't know this one. It sounds
you
awful.
do. It like the radio even like wore it out. It was so.
He had
freaking
Beer
bad.
Bait and Ammo.
Yeah,
That wasn't you just.
beer bait and ammo is a
Beer
real song.
Bait and Ammo. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's yeah.
That's a podcast name.
Star exclamation point.
Oh, that song sucks.
Yeah,
That song does suck.
That one.
Oh.
God, he
Yeah, you're right.
stinks.
That song is trash.
What's the one? Oh, 143. Chris Brown. 143. You know, it's like the because
I
it's
don't know that one.
it's T9 word or ABC, and
Oh.
1 is the I'm doing a symbol. 4 is the like the sideways V, and 3 is the completing the heart.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Don't send that to your ex.
We don't listen to Chris Brown in my house.
No, he's canceled.
It's your man.
I hate that dude.
On the floor.
He stinks.
Although when that song came on though at the 7th grade Knights of Columbus dance, or any of his songs,
I wasn't there.
it was on. It was on.
Take it easy, Randy.
Sour
Randy,
Patch
that's
Kids.
gross, man.
Hey, bud.
God.
He sorry, he's got shame.
Let's do the next one.
Voicemail or
Number 4 there, Dave.
number 4. What is a good Christmas gift and price range for your significant other's parents?
We got a voicemail that I listened to after this question that was the exact same one, and maybe even the same person. So anyway, people are curious about this. Good Christmas gift and price range for your significant other's parents. Don't do this too soon. If it's your first Christmas with them, or like with her or him, or whatever your significant other is, it's probably too soon to like think about the parents' Christmas gifts. I would think.
Yeah.
If they're cool, if they drink, bottle of wine's never a bad
That's
option.
always gonna
Nice
play.
$40 bottle.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
if
that's-
you're
that's
balling,
true.
go 50.
I mean, if you're going to their house, of course you got to bring them something.
Yes.
Yeah. Bare minimum,
Absolutely.
it's a bottle of wine, or maybe her dad likes to drink bourbon or something, a nice bourbon, something like that.
Hit me up if you need Rex. I'm a bourbon
Yeah,
guy.
Dave's bourbon guy now.
Well, you said you were whiskey guy. Are you going the bourbon route?
Dude, I'm going both. Get you a podcast host who can do both.
Okay. I don't think that's fair. I was the bourbon guy.
By the way, I got many DMs.
Also,
A lot of bourbon guys
My
out there.
friends, shouts to Christian. He was a huge fan. Was it Doodle and Bib? Don and Viv?
Bib and Tucker.
Bib and Tucker.
You almost had it.
Bib and Tucker. He's like, dude, that's the one. I was like, okay.
Really?
Yeah. He went to South Carolina, so he knows.
Shout out. Sorry, I hijacked this question.
Gamecocks.
Go Cox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a horse guy. So he knows his bourbon.
He knows this. Okay. Between 30 and $50
That's fair.
30 to 50 feral hogs.
or dollars, either way.
My Sid God's mom listens to this podcast.
Mhm.
Shouts to Glor. So I can't give away what I'm getting.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
She already knows though.
What's her name? Gloria?
How much did you
Gloria?
spend on
Gloria.
it?
Gloria.
Gloria.
How much did you spend on it?
It's,
Exactly.
it's gonna be a little more than 50 because
Ooh, okay.
but she knows what she's getting already.
You want her to know that it's over
No.
$50.
Because I literally lived with them for like 6 to 8 weeks this year.
Yeah.
I think it's a little different.
Yeah, that's totally different.
Can I tell you something
Uh-oh.
off topic?
Sure.
One of my least favorite things is when somebody reminds me that their parents or their significant other's parents listens to the pod. Because then I just immediately start thinking like, all right, what have I already done in the last 8 minutes?
Dude, I have, yeah. And even if like my friends are like, hey, I listened to a couple episodes of your podcast, I'm like, oh shit, what did I say?
Yeah.
Oh, I
But you
think of that
can't.
too.
You have to block all that out.
I know. You'd think
You have
I'd
to.
have it down by now, but
Yeah.
I'm so
Like
mentally
sometimes
fragile.
if you talk about like sex or whatever, and it's
yeah.
like, man, my fucking mouth, my mom's gonna listen to this. You can't. You just have to block it out because it starts to affect what you say. It affects the content. You got to keep it about the content, and you got to explain that to your mom. Like, look, mom, when I'm talking into the mic, you have to understand it's like I'm talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm talking to a bunch of strangers or people listen to the podcast, and I have to
Yeah.
keep it real. And she's like, I get it.
She doesn't just listen for like to hear what I'm saying. She like loves you guys.
Yeah, that's
So
what
she-
you said.
She's a huge fan.
Gloria, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Gloria.
Merry
Gloria.
Christmas.
Gloria. Brett Hull version only.
Yeah. I'm getting her some Christmas Village pieces.
Are you?
Yeah. She doesn't have one yet, and she's a huge fan of Christmas.
That's my favorite.
She doesn't have
disco
a village.
It doesn't have a village.
Oh, you're getting her
I'm getting her
started.
started.
You're getting her in the game.
Yeah.
I
Get her
love
in the
that.
game.
That's a good idea.
Thank you.
It's a
I don't
good
know
idea.
I'm getting Caroline yet, but we had her
What her mom said.
mom checked off.
Yeah, if you know someone well enough to do something like super personal like that, then that's
Yeah.
that's just a bonus. But they're just like basic, like, hey, maybe I've met you a couple times this year, and
Yep.
here I'm seeing you for Christmas. Here's a bottle of wine, bottle of bourbon,
Perfect.
or shit, maybe it's like even something like a scarf for the mom. I mean, something,
Yeah.
like
Get like
people
your-
love scarves.
Get their
You know, the
their-
guest on sizing.
right.
Scarves are tight.
That's a good point.
Scarves
actually.
are great.
How about this? A nice Christmas ornament for their tree.
Oh,
Parks asked for a scarf this year because we're going skiing, and he wants to keep his neck warm. He didn't know how it was pronounced. He said scurf. Can
Scurf.
you give me a scurf? Like,
Oh.
what?
That's hilarious.
Like, yeah.
He's a cute kid.
You ever scurf?
No.
It's like
yeah, I have.
Okay.
Scurf's the sound when you bust a bitch.
Yeah.
Scurf.
Scurf.
What,
I've never,
Randy?
I've never busted a bitch.
God, dude.
I had an Impala though.
Make a
2000
U-turn one time.
2001 Chevy Impala. People thought I was the cops, so they would always go slow in front of me.
Yeah.
If her dad is a cigar smoker, either a cigar or like a nice cigar ashtray, which are cool gifts.
That is a cool gift.
I got one as a gift one year. Still have it. Love it.
Okay. Or dads love like polos with college logos on them. Just get like, hey, I went to Northeastern. Here's like a cool college polo that you can
Okay.
golf in. He'll always be like, nice polo
Okay.
shirt. Throw it in the rotation. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Dave looked at me like, I don't
No.
want a fucking polo
I'm
shirt.
thinking. No, you're right. No, that's not a bad gift. There's no bad gifts.
Yeah.
Even the scurfs.
Get her a scurf. Get her a scurf.
Oh, I got her a scurf, huh?
What?
I don't know.
I don't know if
Somewhat-
scurf's Canadian.
I don't.
You could go.
I
You
don't
could
know.
go toque though. Oh, I'm gonna get you a new toque.
Oh, a toque?
Yeah,
A what?
a toque.
Oh.
It's like a hat with a palm on it, like a beanie, with a palm.
A toque?
Yeah.
I've never heard that word in my life.
Toque. A toque.
T-O?
Yeah.
It's not toque?
Nope. Just toque.
No, it's something else.
Never, I've never heard that in my life.
It's
Yeah.
that's Canadian.
I just call it a beanie with a little palm on the top.
That's a mouthful. You just call it a toque.
Yeah, you're right. There's got to be a better word. And I guess it's toque.
My father-in-law's big into books.
Big book guy.
Like collector, like he'll go to thrift shops, he'll go to half-price books, he'll go to estate sales. He just likes collecting books. So
You
he
have a
often gifts
home
me.
library?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Quite
cool.
extensive.
So he has a dope like Zoom background for his conference calls.
Dude, the dopest. And he always gives me some sort of golf book. So I have multiple versions of the Harvey Penick little book
Yeah.
on golf.
That's what they say is the key.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like one of them signed. He finds stuff. He is such a good finder of things.
You know those like old school libraries you see in really rich people's homes? It's like a multi-level library. It has the
ladder?
the ladder that you slide.
Jerry Jones has one.
Those are I don't even barely read, but those are so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Imagine just posting up shop in there with a brandy and a cigar and just
Like fake reading. Like
Yeah.
but you go in there and instead of reading a book, you like are just looking at Twitter.
You're just throwing
just
the,
like
yeah, throwing
dark,
the TL up.
dark mahogany everywhere, you know, and like dim lighting.
You're listening to this like circling
That shit's
back.
cool.
You're like, yeah.
I want a room like that in my house one day.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Like you got a book you want to get to. It's on the third level of your
Yeah.
ridiculous library.
You have to
wait.
like shovel over the.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck? I don't remember where I put this damn
That's
book.
tight. That would be
It'd
tight.
take me 4 hours to find it.
I would be like Dave. I just have Twitter open on my laptop. Be like,
Yeah. The books just
Books look
collect dust.
sick.
No one's opening them.
what's on the TL?
I'm just reading like a Men's Health.
Those are cool.
I'm getting like a sick ab workout.
Ooh.
I'm like, oh, I gotta try this. This is how you get shredded fast.
Yeah. Keep like remember the perfect push-ups that would spin because they were
It's
Navy
developed
SEAL?
by a U.S. Navy SEAL.
That's how you know it's good.
That's how you know.
Mhm.
Those guys are known for their pecs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you see those guys in buds, they're doing push-ups on the perfect push-up.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Government contract. Good for that guy.
Shout out. No bid.
Man. You want to do the next one?
Voicemail?
Voicemail.
Let's do it.
Hey, Mail and Crew. Javi in Atlanta. Got a question for y'all. I just started seeing a girl. We've actually only been on 2 dates at this point. And she's a little too into astrology. And I don't mean into astrology like she knows her sign and knows my sign, but talking about destinies and neonatal charts and astrocartography and all kinds of stuff and age of Pisces. Seems like a bit much. At what point is this a deal breaker? And am I weird for thinking a little bit too much of this, or for thinking she might be a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Thanks, y'all. Bye.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Is this guy Midwest?
So dating a
You'll get
girl
restless.
that's super into astrology. Is it a deal breaker? Is what this guy's asking. Here's my take on astrology. I think it's a little kooky.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know enough to like definitively say it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like I respect. I respect if you're into it. I'm not.
Okay.
I think it's way out there, but I can't definitively say like, oh yeah, there's nothing to it, because I don't know how this universe really works and all that shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to, do your thing. If you're super into it, it's probably gonna turn me off.
Okay. Like
if you're
into
like
it.
super into it, if you
Yeah.
if you base your life decisions around like people's signs and how you think they're supposed to be because of what, when they were born or whatever,
Yeah.
to me, that's a little out there.
Okay.
But if you're like, oh, this explains why your personality is this way, like, okay, I'll hear you out. It's not gonna be a big deal. But if you take it so far that you're like, it's determining things in your life, that's a little much for me. But like I said, I don't know enough about it to like say, oh, this is total bullshit.
Okay.
I think it is, but I don't know.
Yeah. Go ahead, Brett.
It's fun to look at when something like lines up perfectly. You're like, oh, that's sick. I'm not into this either, by the way, but people I know are, especially at a previous employer, and they have an app called CoStar,
Okay.
and that's kind of like the Twitter of like astrology. Like you just throw in your stuff and it gives you updates every day, and it's interesting to look at.
Like how psychic, like if you're like read me, whatever.
Yeah.
They kind of use like general terms and general explanations
absolutely.
and like
Yeah.
personality traits, and like you can kind of like twist things into believing it's about you, even if it's just like a pretty generic thing to say. To me, astrology is sort of that way.
Yes.
Like, okay, your personality has these attributes to them.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I kind of, I'm kind of introverted in that way, and I, a deep thinker, but it's just all kind of just generic stuff that you're saying.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's probably a more eloquent way of saying what I'm trying to say, but
I hear you.
Okay.
I was very, very skeptical until my mom went to, shouts to Jen, she went to a psychic at one point, and the psychic told her that her son was going to move across the country
oh really?
and like meet a girl and like do these
Shut up.
Yeah.
No way.
And she didn't tell me until I was doing that, and she's like, I got to tell you something.
I accidentally went to a psychic.
Really?
I
In New
remember
Orleans?
this.
In New Orleans?
No.
Oh.
In Austin, I got a massage from someone,
Oh.
and she actually, it's funny. The massage I was getting, I originally gifted it to my girlfriend at the time,
Yep.
and then she broke up with me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it was a gift card. I was like, you know what? It was like an email. Like I emailed it to her.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna use this for myself, and so I use it for myself. Anyway, the masseuse, like she was massaging my left shoulder,
Okay.
and she goes, "Huh, that's interesting." And I said,
That's not what you want
I
to
was
hear.
like, do you care to share? She goes, well, I don't always do this, but if the energy in the room is right, I have a gift that I sometimes share with my clients.
Could have gone another way.
And I said, okay, we'll go on. And she goes, your left side is your feminine side, and I can tell you're not in here for, how did she word it? She said, you're in here for stress, but it's not work related. It's about a girl. I was like, okay, I'm listening. And she just went on and she said some things that were extremely accurate,
Yeah.
extremely. And she even went on to tell me when I would meet the person that I would end up with for a very long time. Like she gave me a time,
Whoa.
like a date range and all this stuff. And she was extremely accurate in a lot of it.
Okay.
And I'm still not like a total believer,
Uh-huh.
but it was weirdly spot on.
It's interesting how some people, I was more skeptical like before. I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, I think there's something to it, and I hate that
Astrology
I'm saying
or psychic
it.
or both.
I think it's like spiritual energy. Does that
Yeah.
make? Is it kind of like a mix? I'm not leaning into either one of them. I think
Right.
crystals are too out there for me.
Right.
But like, there's something to like. You can read energy. Like dogs know when something's happening.
Yeah.
Like they can feel anxiety. They can feel energy.
Do we get Randy on the mic?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel comfortable with where I am on astrology. Is that I
Yeah.
don't know enough to refute it.
No.
Like I'm not gonna just throw facts at you, be like, no, this is bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
because I just don't know. And so if I don't know enough about something, I'm just gonna let you do your thing and respect it. And it's not for me,
Yeah.
but if it's for you, that's fine. Whatever.
I don't have. I'll put it this. I don't have any apps. I don't check my sign daily.
Right.
But if somebody's coming at me with some info, like,
Yeah.
yo, I read this about your sign or something like that.
I'm on the cusp, so my sign changes.
Oh,
Yeah.
depending
I
on
am-
like the moons and shit.
Sometimes it goes up to the 22nd of October. Sometimes it goes to the 23rd, which is my birthday. So I'm either a Libra or a Scorpio, depending on which how it lands. So
Okay.
and I think that just means, according to people who are into this stuff, that I show traits of each side.
I need to see the science on the left side being the feminine side.
Yeah, I don't know what that's based on. That's just what this woman told me.
Yeah, I mean, it's like any religion. I mean, I guess if it works for you and helps you get through your day better, then. But I don't know. I can't speak to how it works, but like, would it be possible to get caught up in like, oh well, I saw where Mercury is in retrograde. Guess the next week or two is gonna suck, and like living it out like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes.
Where you kind of start to look for these things, and then that's
There's some of that to it for
100%,
sure.
Yeah. I think that's the danger to it, is like living your life based on what an app is telling you.
I only
Like
do that with Twitter.
watch out for Dillon today. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be on my guard at work. Like, dude,
Yeah.
my fucking thing told me to watch out for Dillon.
Yeah, I
What's
don't,
Dorn's deal today?
Yeah.
I don't put anything above common sense.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Common sense always prevails in my mind. You know.
I agree.
what I
I'm
mean?
with you. I think I end up now. I'm leaning more, not like psychic, but leaning more like energy related versus like the stars are telling me what the fate of whatever is.
I can't talk down on astrology because, I mean, like, it's a lot of people think it's weird that I believe in ghosts, like that I think ghosts are real, like in some
you
capacity.
fucking weirdo.
So yeah, it would be. I couldn't be like, oh, astrology, like, there, you know, nobody knows.
There it is.
Yeah, this universe is a wild, wild place.
We've done enough spooky seasons to know.
It's wild, man.
There's a lot of people that are hearing and seeing wild shit.
Do you think life exists in the universe outside us?
Yes,
Well, of course.
Okay,
absolutely.
I think so too. I think it's mathematically impossible.
Now, that doesn't mean I think there are like human-like creatures walking
Right.
around with their own
100%.
language and
I think it's
civilization.
arrogant
do.
to think that.
I think it's very possible, but I'm not like, oh yeah, there are definitely like societies that are like intelligent species out there doing their thing, but there could be.
Yeah.
But life,
There just hasn't been. So with like the D-class, God, man, we're just
Let's do it, Dave. Let's fucking do it. Let's
since
just
like
do it.
Since like the Navy and the Pentagon declassified all that stuff, and like they actually acknowledge like
There's something.
there's these crafts that we don't know where they came from, how they have the technology to defy physics, or able to do things that we can only dream of. Like what is that? Like that's. I mean, like, what's the logical explanation? Like, maybe China or somebody else has that technology. It's just that to me is like, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting that they decided to even like declassify it and acknowledge it. I guess they figured like, I mean, it's gonna get out at some point. Like, people already kind of knew. People are already seeing this stuff, but like, that's wild to me. Like that more's not being made about that. That and
Well, it was the
a
failing,
global pedophile ring.
the failing New York Times ran the story. So
Right. They did. That's true. So can you really believe it? That and Epstein? Brett?
I'm with you on that. I mean, I believe in Bigfoot, Sasquatch,
The wood ape.
the Wood Ape Conservancy.
well, you saw him.
I
You
did.
saw one, not like only one of them. You saw one of them.
I saw one.
Did you see they saw a mountain lion? There's a mountain lion confirmed in Dallas County.
Really?
Rockwall. No, excuse me. Near Rockwall, Rowlett, I believe, actually. Where T-Man's from.
Wow. Is that where that new like $1 billion development is happening? Crystal Lake or some shit?
Oh, that's a good question. This is out by, I believe, Lake Ray Hubbard. So this is not like Dallas proper by any means, and there's still a lot of land out there, but there is a mountain lion within 20 miles of the city.
Mountain lions all over the place.
I know, but like this is actually confirmed. This has got to be the first
Really?
confirmed in Dallas County.
Game camera caught one.
Oh.
It's a big boy,
If I know anything about Texas football, somebody's gonna pick him up. Am I right?
man.
Yep. That
Gonna move him to running back.
yeah. Put him at linebacker. See what happens.
He's got the foot speed.
I love talking about wild shit.
Yeah, we just
Dude.
did a lot in the last 30 seconds.
It's like I'm with you. I think it's, but then like I can't explain the UFO stuff. But I think there's like germs out there.
I had a larger point.
Okay.
There was a reason I went down the UFO thing. So, in short, it's like, if that is a thing that we know exists, and I believe that is not of this world, because we don't have that technology, then that's why I believe that there's like a civilization out there with like some type of humanoid. I guess it wouldn't have to be a humanoid. It could be anything.
Yeah.
But they've developed that.
An intelligent species.
Intelligent is the word. Yes.
Yeah.
That's my TED Talk.
I like it.
Yeah, I just don't know.
I don't know. Yeah,
We're just
I don't
one
know either.
tiny little planet
We just went Joe Rogan.
in one universe. It's like, wow.
You know how
Nothing
many-
else out there, really?
How many planets there are? I watched a show on this last night. There's a new thing on Netflix called Alien Worlds. It's brand new.
Mhm.
You would like it, Dave.
Mhm.
And you, Dylan.
How many planets are there?
1 million billion trillion planets.
You just got to feel like that's a lot.
That's more planets than there are grains of sand on the Earth.
A lot of sand out there.
There's a fuck ton of sand.
Think about all the sandboxes that get
You hate
planted
sand,
and
too.
stuff. I hate sand. Get out of here.
Man, Randy, quick nod. Do you believe in life outside Earth?
He says yes.
Hard yes from
Yeah.
Randy.
Yeah, there's life. I don't know.
That
I
would-
just don't know what it looks like. You
Yeah.
know? Well, no one does really.
It would
Well,
piss me off if Randy didn't.
Randy's like, no,
I'm
dude.
still
like-
trying to see them aliens, though. You know.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be clapping alien cheeks right now.
Why did that whole thing turn into like, oh, we're gonna storm Area 51 just to discover, aliens, and then it turned into like kidnapping them and having sexual intercourse with them?
Right. Well, it went from like saving them and like they're being your best friends to the natural progression is that you become lovers.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Oh, you know what I love, guys? Honey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You know? Imagine this. You make a list of the gifts you're going to buy for the holidays, and then someone randomly gives you the money to help buy one. Sound good? Well, that's what Honey is doing. They're helping pay for $1 million worth of gifts. How about that?
$1 million.
We love Honey. We loved Honey before they did this, and this is just
Jeez.
making our love even
Honey's the
stronger.
best.
You're probably wondering, is this the same Honey that automatically searches for promo codes online? Yeah. Yeah, it is.
That's the very same honey.
With Honey, you can also make a list of all the holiday gifts you want from certain stores, and Honey will email you when the price drops on anything on your list. How convenient is that? Just add Honey to your computer, create a free account, and throw some holiday gifts on your drop list for a chance to win. Honey will randomly select winners and give them money to help buy something on their list.
That's sick.
What are you going to add to your drop list?
That's sick.
You don't even want to know what's on mine.
Rangefinder.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, golf shoes.
Get the ones I got. I fucking love them.
Who makes them?
Adidas.
Shit. Okay. Bet.
I'm going to go with I kind of want to get a Vitamix for my parents. I have a Vitamix.
I was just say you got that on your wedding registry, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
You must have had a
Everybody
good
does.
year.
Everybody does. Pizza
Yeah.
Stone.
Pizza Stone's a good one.
Yep. Engraved, perhaps.
Dude, honey's the best because it's a plugin on your browser, right?
Oh, yeah.
You don't even like think about it. You just like forget you have it, and it just sends you like a little notification. It pops up like, "Hey, guess what, dude? We can save you 50% on this." And like I was about to pay full price, just unknowingly. They're there for you. It's awesome.
there.
I love honey.
It's like a little shopping caddy.
Mm-hmm.
Regarding this giveaway, no purchase is necessary. You need a PayPal account to redeem the prize. Only valid in the United States. The giveaway ends 12/21/2020. So get on that. Oh, and remember, get Honey for free at joinhoney.com. Again, joinhoney.com/Randy. Joinhoney.com/Randy. Check it out.
Thank you, Dave. Let's jump right into the next one. We got two more.
Brett, Dillon, Dave. I've been with my girlfriend for a little over 1 year now, and for the past couple months, she's been experiencing a lot of anxiety, specifically relationship anxiety. She will randomly have spiraling thoughts where she second-guesses our relationship, debates with herself on her attraction toward me, and questions our compatibility. Right now, she doesn't have many people to talk to about this, so I've been helping her through a lot of it. I really want to keep helping because I love and care about her, but it does get difficult and emotionally draining to talk to my own girlfriend about whether she still finds me attractive or whether we should still be together. I've encouraged her to see a therapist, which she's open to doing. However, she hasn't tried to schedule anything. I'm just wondering what you think I should do or how I could best help her. Love the pod. Thanks for the help.
Ooh.
This is a tough scene.
Yeah.
And just a big giant red flag. I kind of have this philosophy that I will never convince anyone to like me or want to be with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know who I am. You know what I'm about. If you're into me, that's awesome. If you're not, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna try and talk you into it because you don't want to be with someone based on like coercion. You know, it's like you decide for yourself whether I'm the person for you or not, and if not, no hard feelings. We'll go separate ways, right?
Dylan, I love that because
Okay.
I was mentally pretzeling this question a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you just said, like you said, common sense overall. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, that,
I mean,
like, that's fucking no
We've
brainer.
all like gone through tough like
Does she like me?
yeah,
Does she-
or just
yeah.
or just breakups in general, and you're like you want so badly to like reach out to this person and be like, "Are you sure you don't want to be with me? Like we have this great connection, blah blah blah." But don't do that. You don't want to talk someone into being being into you. That's not a good way to approach things. If I was this person, I would just give her space.
Yeah.
I'd be like, let's not communicate for a little bit. I'm gonna do my thing, you do your thing, and when you're ready to reach back out to me, you're free to do so, and I'll do the same. But I would take a step back, give her space, let her sort things out in her head without you being in her ear while she's doing it,
Yeah.
and to see how the chips fall.
There are a few sentences in this question that give me a little bit of a red flag, where he says she doesn't have many people to talk to about this, so he's been helping her.
Yeah.
And he says, I really want to keep helping because I love her and care about her.
Yeah.
That to me sounds like you think you are helping, and it's getting a little squeezy.
She debates with herself on her attraction towards this guy,
Yeah.
which is strange to me that she has somehow let him know that she's debating this in her head. Like, it's like me going up to my girlfriend and being like, I don't even know if I'm attracted to you anymore. That's, what? It's crazy. Not crazy in the traditional sense. It's just like a wild thing to say to somebody.
If you are this guy, space is your option here.
Yeah.
And that needs to be your first option, I think.
Yeah.
Space and like don't I get the encouraging her to see her therapist. I don't think you should be forcing that upon her.
Yeah.
Based on
She's got to want it. She has to want to go herself.
correct.
Oh.
Based on her second guessing her relationship with you should not mean to you that to tell her to go see a therapist.
Yeah.
If that's going to be her only friend in this situation, maybe it's different, but I think space is the answer here.
Absolutely.
Absolutely the answer here.
Yeah, and look, I know it's tough because when you
Yeah.
love someone, you care about someone, and there's a separation of, if she breaks up with you or whatever, or there's, it's tough because you just all you want to do is like communicate and reach out and see where her head's at, and remind her that you care about her, all that stuff. But it's totally unproductive, I promise you, in so many ways. You got to give her space, let her sort through her shit, and maybe she comes back to you and realizes that you are the person that she wants to be with. I'm guessing she's not going to, and that's okay. That just means you're going to find somebody else. This is not who you're supposed to be with, and you have to accept that too. But however it plays out after giving her space is how it's supposed to play out.
Yeah, I mean, full disclosure, I've been here, like in a spot with a girl, a couple of years ago where like you kind of slip into you start to get a little too like not needy, but a little too prodding for like communication and reassurance and like, and then she's kind of like, I don't know, and then you're like, well, I'm gonna fix this by being more into it, and like that backfires. But it's easy to slip into it until you take a step back and you're like, I need like space.
Being needy is a very unattractive trait for both sides.
Yeah.
No one likes a needy person.
Yeah. Space and see where it goes.
And if you give her space and you show that you're able to maintain that space and not reach out, you're probably gonna become more attractive to her.
That's what they say. And it has been the case.
Which stinks, but it's just human nature,
Mm-hmm.
You want to wrap up with the last one? It's a little bit more lighthearted.
Let's do it. Uncle Raj.
I haven't heard that in so long.
First time, long time.
Please
Probably since Uncle Raj.
People used to call me that all the time back in like 2012 to 15-ish. Uncle Raj.
Yeah.
I'm an attractive 27-year-old dude, and I used to describe my body as, quote, looks great with the shirt on, end quote.
I love that. I'm the same way.
I've never posted any kind of shirtless pics to social media. I finally got my shit together and dropped the muffin top / stomach pooch. And for the first time in my life, I have abs. Wow.
Let's go.
Must be nice, 27. Needless to say, I want to flex on the gram, but how? It's still somewhat warm where I live, but I need ideas on how to do this without coming across as a Nimitz class douche canoe.
Douche canoe hasn't been spoken in a long time.
Chotch bag would have worked as well.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of my hard work, and I want to show it off to the world, especially to my ex, who I'm kind of talking to again and kind of in love with, but that's neither here nor there. But don't want to do it, but I do want to do it tastefully. What are your best tips for male thirst trapping? Thanks in advance. Love listening to y'all on my commute. Dillon, man, this one's tailor-made for you. You're the king.
He also gave me his handle and said, look me up, and I did. He's very handsome.
Is this the dude you were saying looks like shit? No, I'm kidding.
This dude's very handsome. He's got he doesn't miss leg day. I'll tell you that. He got some. Yeah, his legs are much better than mine. No shirtless pics though. Confirmed. Okay.
Can I?
First,
sorry, I'm like ready to. I'm like
go
locked and loaded. The first shirtless pic you do is not from the front.
I like
Tease
that.
it.
Like that thought a lot.
So maybe it's I default to like fishing, like you have a fishing rod in your hand and you're just like it's a back kind of shot.
Dude, are you talking about me?
Do you have one of those?
Literally, I think that's the first shirtless pic I ever posted.
I think you go
That's funny.
back or side profile shot first, and that's how you give the vibe that you're not fletching too hard.
Okay.
Or you're doing like an activity that would maybe it's like a cliff jump or like tubing or water skiing, something like that.
I think don't make it obvious that you just want to look hot on camera, right?
Yeah.
When I decided to get in shape, and I was in pretty poor shape, like my mid 20s.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I posted a shirtless pic on the Grom was actually at Ross Boland's bachelor party in Lake Charles.
Okay.
And I was posing with Ryan Young, formerly of Grand X, and I was like, all right, I'm finally unveiling like my new body to I had like 200 followers at the time, I think. But I was posing with another dude, and we were at a pool, and it didn't look thirst trapping at all.
Was that Ross's bachelor party?
Yeah.
Oh, I was there.
Yeah.
Just before the push-up contest with. Okay, sorry, not you.
I'll try to find a date to it, but that was my first like. Yes, I've gotten in shape.
Dude, that's so
funny. Here
funny.
I am.
Because I didn't know. I knew you in college a little bit, and you weren't yoked.
No, I wasn't.
And but you were just a big guy. You were not like chunky, but like you were tall, and it was just you were always wearing a baggy button down.
I just didn't take care of myself. I mean, I didn't work out.
And
really.
then I saw you at Ross's bachelor party. I'd been working at Grand X for not very long.
Here it is.
And yeah, I was like, oh shit, Dillon's like shredded.
April 25th, 2015.
Wow.
And I look pretty good.
Okay.
But I'm posing with Ryan. It's not a weird picture at all, and it's not. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, you have to have either like a group setting where you're posing with other people, so it's not weird if you're not like bringing attention solely to yourself, or you can do it in like a sort of like a comedic way, which I attempted recently and it backfired on me. People didn't take it. People didn't take it as such.
Was that the hiking one?
My hiking ones.
Where you did a photo album.
Yeah, I tried to make it be like,
Do the Dave.
Yeah, that's good.
I archived this for some reason. I think it's because people made fun of how I was gripping the rod.
Do people do that? Like you were ripping lips the wrong way?
Somebody did, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think Clay was like, hey, man, just letting you know. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take it down.
Another example of a comedic way to deliver a thirst trap is the one I did with Will that people probably talk about the most of mine, which is where in the Bahamas. This was on our cruise, actually. This is when Touching Base started. And I blurred it to make it look like I was naked from the waist down.
Nice.
So it's like, he's funny, but like also he looks pretty tight. That's what people talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People still talk about it. And also,
keep talking.
I wish that photo could. You need to like add facial hair to that photo and put it back.
I know
on there.
my face. Yeah, it's not great.
It's just jarring seeing us without it.
Yeah.
I know it's weird.
What, should I grow a beard? I'm gonna grow a beard.
So there are creative ways to do it and not make it obvious what you're doing. Even though we all sort of know what you're doing, you're not making it. It's tasteful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not like super braggadocious like. It's like, okay, we see you, but you're not throwing it in our face at the same time. So go to the pool, pose don't be by yourself. Sometimes I'll like pose with Parks, like I'll be holding them, whatever. So if you had a kid in the picture,
That's
it's
a
like,
cheat code.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or dog works as well.
Yeah. Just don't be like flexing. Don't be at the gym
Don't do
mirror
that.
pic at
Don't
the
lift your
gym.
shirt up.
Oh,
No.
don't lift your shirt up.
No mirror pics actually ever.
No, that's a good call. No
You
one
could
likes a
do-
mirror pic.
Yeah, you could do like a funny one would be like at a grill with an apron on and like 4th of July, man.
yeah.
Okay.
Just like make it funny, more than like look at my abs. But good for you for the abs. I'm jealous. 'Cause
Congrats on the abs. Wait till you hit
Yeah.
30 though.
Yeah, looks great with a shirt on body. I love that saying.
Also, keep in mind, I'm 37, and
Mm-hmm.
me going shirtless on the ground is different than a 23-year-old doing it. You
Yeah.
know, because I'm 37. I'm a dad. It's a little bit different. You know.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can get away with much more as a 23-year-old little, punk.
gonna
And I'm not
become
saying this
a
guy's
bitch.
23. I don't know how old this guy is.
27. He said.
Oh, 27. Okay, he said it in the email.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's a good-looking dude. Dude, flex on the haters, man. You work hard for it, show it off. I've always said that, Dave.
If you got it, flaunt it.
If you got it, flaunt it. There's no
Well, check up
shame
on
in,
it.
in,
Yep.
in tastefully letting people know that you are now in really good shape. No
like
shame
that.
in it. Do it.
You know,
Do
I'm
it.
going to do a thirst trap today.
What are you
I
gonna
was
do?
hoping you're going to do a thirst trap today.
I'm just going to go into the gym and I'm just going to do like biceps and chest press.
They're calling you the Michael Phelps of Austin, Texas, right?
I still have water in my ear from yesterday, and I just noticed it. I tried. I
Dude,
did the
don't-
lean the
don't
head
get
over
infected,
thing. I
Dave.
know. I did the lean the head over thing last night, and it just didn't. I was waiting for it to like.
Hit it with
dribble
rubbing
out.
alcohol. Or
Is
if
that
you're
what
in
you gotta do?
Or if you're in a pinch, vodka also works.
Oh, dude. Fuck yeah.
Do they have
Always
a
works.
like a wrestling gym over there by any chance with the padded walls, padded floor, so you guys can just beat the piss out of each other?
No, but we could probably make that happen.
Okay.
On it, they just installed our friend Andrew over there. Did you see where they put in an octagon, where the
No.
boxing ring was? It's now just an octagon, like with a cage and everything.
Wow.
We
Cage
could
and
probably.
everything? They have a
It's like it looks professional.
cage and everything. Cajun.
Oh yeah, it's
They don't have a restaurant over there.
little boudin in there.
I've always said
Little
a gym
Gracie.
becomes too much for me when they put an octagon in there. It's just a little too aggressive for me.
Well, it's their MMA gym.
It's the clientele that kind of place attracts. It's just not.
Sounds like somebody doesn't want to get in the octagon with me.
I just want to look. I just try to look dope without my clothes on. I don't need to.
You wouldn't even spar though, like not even once.
Yeah, I would spar.
I'll spar.
Okay.
I'll spar.
Yeah, Dave would spar.
You're not trying to knock anybody out when you're
No.
sparring. You're just kind of slap boxing a little bit. Yeah.
Where like each of you know the combos you're gonna throw, so you look sick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it. Whatever. Well,
Man.
folks,
Fuck
unless
it.
there's a bonus question.
I got one. I just
all
got
right.
a fun, quick
Let's
one.
go.
I got a fun, quick one. I was thinking about meetups, and if you have to travel for a meetup, you land, you stay at your Hilton Garden Inn or Marriott. I was wondering,
La Quinta.
when you're on the road like that, maybe a business trip, maybe it's a buddy's trip, whatever. Do you have a go-to restaurant that you feel safe and comfortable in getting? You know their bar is going to deliver. You know their food is going to be okay.
Yeah.
No. Because
Okay.
well, I said it because I am a really big on trying like local spots. I
Okay.
love local spots that you can't get where I live.
Okay.
You know? And most regions are known for some type of food or whatever.
Yep.
If
And
I'm
so I'll try to find I'll ask people like where can I go to get Dungeness crab if I'm in San Francisco or something like that.
Just dropping Dungeons and Dragons crab on us.
Dungeness crab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if I'm staying downtown, I'm not going.
Right.
Yeah, I'm finding a hole in the wall type
Uh-huh.
place. Now, if we're in the burbs, like if I'm in like Addison
or an airport
Frisco,
hotel type of thing. Yeah.
that's when I will go to my go-tos. I'm not afraid to go to Chili's. I like
It's
Chili's.
gonna work. Yep.
Also, BJ's Brew House.
He said it. He did.
Catch
the
me
thing.
at the Brew House.
Yeah, I'm not going to get BJ's in like Charleston, North or South Carolina if
No.
I have one down the street. You know what I mean?
That's the point of the question.
The point of it is like
I know. I'm telling you, I don't go to those places.
But if you're staying in if you're in Addison,
Yeah.
and you don't have a car or whatever, I don't know.
plane
a suburb.
plane lands at 8:30.
Cedar Park.
You're in the hotel by 9. You're not doing anything till the
Okay.
next day. It's like what's comfy?
yeah, Chili's is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chili's is my number one.
B-dubs for me.
But I always settle.
Oh.
I'll settle for a Chili's though, because I'm not going to want to do chili. Like I said, I'm just going to want to go try something dope that I can't get at home. But I'll
Dude.
settle for Chili's if it's like next door to my hotel and it's late and
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Okay. I need to get more into Chili's, man. I've only had it.
You know, the Chili's used to be like a scene in like the 70s
really?
in Dallas. Yeah, the one on Mockingbird. It's not there anymore, but it was like a place to go.
They do some things well at Chili's.
I have no qualms with Chili's.
You've never had a Big Mouth burger?
No. Nor a
You would not
triple
want
dipper.
this.
Is triple dipper? Am I
Yes,
right
sir.
there? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Fuck cheddars, though.
The baked potato
Ew,
bites.
what's wrong with cheddars?
All my homies hate cheddars.
My homies love cheddars.
What is the cheddars?
It's like a Chili's that they try to class up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like next level chili.
It's called like a scratch kitchen or something is what they call it, but
Got it.
it's
Okay.
it's like homemade style food. It's like my mom's cooking style type stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to give cheddars a try. We were going through the top like 100, not fast food. What's it called? Fast casual. Like a Chili's or a, Buffalo Wild Wings, and I've been to like 12 of the top 100 because I've never lived in places that have those. Aside from like we had
Randy's appalled.
we had an Applebee's and a 99's and Olive Garden. Like that was until I went to college. Like
Dude.
that was it.
Catch me at the Summer Fantastico.
What's Summer Fantastico?
It was a promotion that Olive Garden did back in the 90s.
Okay.
Olive Garden's not bad.
Unlimited.
No, I'm not going to go there for their bar, but I'll go to Olive Garden over Applebee's.
Okay.
I've never liked Applebee's. I had it once and I was like, this tastes like a microwave dinner.
They seem to have like Baja Blast type of alcoholic drinks too. Like you're like, I don't want the blue raspberry curacao drink from Applebee's.
I'll always do a local beer too if I have an option.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Of
I
course.
love trying out different beers in different places.
Yeah.
Dude, when I was in Boston,
Fucking Boston.
I was doing the same thing. I had some Sam Adams.
Yeah, that's right. Only
yeah.
place you can get it.
A local.
I was like,
local
let me
favorite.
try that Sam Adams. Any good? Like, and he's like, oh fuck yeah, fucking Nomad loves it.
Oh, he was in here the other fucking weekend.
I swear to God.
Yeah, he's fucking
drunker than a skunk. Fucking guy wet his pants.
Yeah, the fucking Big Poppy hit the home run. The fuck no.
Okay.
None of that happened.
No. Dylan's
Folks,
never
that
been
was-
to Boston.
That was a fun one. No, I haven't been to Boston.
You'd
I
like
haven't
to-
eaten there, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like
I've only been in New York once, and it was like for 2 nights.
damn. We'll make that.
Good stuff, guys.
We need to go up to New York, meet with SVP.
Well, yeah. He's in DC now.
Okay. We can just get him to meet us in New York.
The hotline number is 888-362-6245 or write in the Twitter bio @MailinPodcast. Talk to you next week.